Hi guys, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Aaliyah. I am a cosmetology educator and I really love makeup. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I just wanted to go out and do a tutorial quick. A lot of my students always ask me how I am able to make my colors on my eyeshadow so vibrant. So I wanted to put together a video for you guys so you could see my daily routine, what order I do everything in, and then also just so I could give you guys a demonstration on what I do to make my eyeshadows be so vibrant. So this was a super extreme version of that. So if you like the way that it looks, or if you're interested in just what my daily routine is, or if you're interested in learning how to make your eyeshadow look more pigmented, keep on watching. So in my personal beauty routine, I like to start with my eyebrows first. It's just easier for me to do it before I put the base of my face on, because then if I mess up or get out of the lines, I can go in and clean it up pretty easily. So I'm gonna start with doing my eyebrows. I use the Anastasia Dip Brow in dark brown, and I just go in with an angled liner brush. So first I go in and I just kind of outline my natural brow shape. My brows are pretty full as it is. Last time I got them done, they messed this one up, so I just have to go and make this one look more similar to that one. So here, if you can see, I'm like missing basically this whole half of it. So that's where I'll start. You lift my heart up when the rest of me is down. So it looks pretty janky right now, but I'm gonna fix it. You enchant me even when you're not around. If there are boundaries, I will try to knock them down. Okay, and then after that, I like to go in with some concealer and clean up around the brows, make them look a little less Sharpie-ish. So I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape, and then I use a nice concealer brush. Using the same thing, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna cover my whole eyelid with it then. Got me wrapped up in your touch. Yeah, it's a good look. If I'm looking for something that's gonna be like, that I want to be very vibrant, I really won't go in and set it with a powder before I start applying. If I'm just going for something basic and it doesn't have to be super vibrant, then I guess I will, but for what the look that I'm gonna do today, I'm not going to set it with anything. I'm just gonna go right in with the color. So today I decided I'm going to be using my Morphe 35B palette, which if you guys haven't seen this, it's amazing. It has all the coolest colors.
So I'm gonna do like a pink and purpley-ish look today. So I think I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start with these two shades right here, like crazy. And I'm going to use a pretty fluffy blending brush for that. I'm just winging it, so. I'm going in very lightly in circular motions, gonna start blending out this really bright pink color into my crease. And you can see already how vibrant this pink is, like, bam, that's in your face. Okay.
So then I'm gonna go in with this deeper pink right down here, and I'm gonna use a smaller brush. It's still pretty fluffy, but it's a little bit more tapered, if you can see. And I'm gonna start kind of focusing now more in my inner crease to start giving it a little bit more depth. So enamored actually going to use that same brush, that tapered fluffy-ish brush, and I'm going to go in with this purple right there and just kind of start doing the same thing, but I'm going to go just a little bit lower this time. You got me losing every breath. Why did you give me to make my heart beat out my chest? Now I've got you in my space. I won't let go of you. So if there's any time where I feel like my stuff is starting to create like a hard line, like if you can kind of see right there, I'll just go back in with the first brush that I used, maybe apply some of that initial pink color and go in with the very light circular motions again, just to start blending that right back out.
The biggest piece of advice that I could share with anybody is when you think you're done blending, keep blending, because you're never done blending. So
now I want to go in and I want to just make it even deeper. So I'm going to go in here with like more of a flat brush, and I'm going to pop it right into this darker purple. I think I'm going to mix these two together here. And then, like I said before, I'm going to go back in and just do a little bit more blending. So for now, I think I like what I'm getting at. So I'm gonna go back and put a little bit more concealer on my hand. And I'm gonna use that same little concealer brush that I used for my eyebrows. And I'm gonna start in the middle here, because I don't have big eyelids. So I like to look up to see where I should go to so that you'd be able to see it with my eyes open, because my eyelids are hooded. It's bullshit. And then I'll kind of just use that as my guide for where I want my cut crease to go.
I feel we're close enough. I wanna lock in your love. I think we're close enough. Could I lock in your love, baby? I feel we're close enough. I wanna lock in your love. I think we're close enough. Could I lock in your love, baby? Now I've got you in my space. I won't let go of you.
So that's where I am, and I know that it looks really crazy right now, so bear with me here. Now I have to decide what color I want to do in the center. Let's do a hot pink so you guys can really see how pigmented this palette is and how vibrant this makes my eyeshadow, because that was the point of the whole thing. So I'm gonna go in now with this super hot pink color. And I'm gonna use this flat brush. With whatever remaining product was on it, I'm not dipping it again, but I'm using this also just to kind of blend out a little bit more of what I just did. Now I'm gonna go in and add a wing, because why the fuck not? I'm already this extra. I like to start in my corner here with my eye kind of open so I can trace this wing that I'm gonna do. And I do it on both sides first in hopes that it'll make them even.
I feel we're close enough. I wanna lock in your love. I think we're close enough. Could I lock in your love, baby? I feel we're close enough. I wanna lock in your love.
Go in and prime my skin. I lately have been using the Pores No More Luminizer Primer by Dr. Brandt, and I love it. Oops, that's way more than I needed.
I think we're close enough. Could I lock in your love, baby?
Okay, so just to make sure that my eyeliner is sharp enough that I can literally cut someone, I'm gonna go back in with just a little bit more concealer and my trusty concealer brush and sharpen up the corners. Right in here. Now it's time to start beating my face. So I just started using the Shape Tape Matte Foundation by Tarte. I actually really like it.
I won't let go again. Got you shackled in my embrace. I'm latching onto you.
Then I'll just go back in with some more of my Shape Tape concealer, and I'll start highlighting underneath my eyes, down my nose, a little on my forehead, and just a little on my chin.
I feel we're close enough. I wanna lock in your love. I think we're close.
And then after I get all that on, I like to go through with my Airspun powder. This stuff is a godsend. It's also like $6 at Walmart. And I dip this part of my sponge right into the container. And I'll bake under my eyes. And then I go to work on my under eyes. That way if I get any fallout and it falls on the powder, I can just brush off the powder and it doesn't ruin my face. So
Could I lock in your love, baby? I feel we're close enough. I wanna lock in your love. I think we're close
okay, and then that's been long enough.
Could I lock in your love?
And now I look like a ghost.
And I'm gonna start bronzing the areas that I like to contour first, just to give my face a little bit of warmth before I go in with a cool brown.
Your love, baby. Got you in my space. I won't let go again. Got you shackled in my embrace. I'm latching onto you.
And then I'll just go in with this contour kit that I have and just kind of carve out this area right here to make me appear skinnier than I am. I also want to go in and try to contour my double chin. Then I like to go in with some blush. Right now I'm using Pretty Vulgar in the shade Make Them Blush. I love this. I got it in my BoxyCharm and it is like the most flattering color I feel like for pretty much everybody. And I just use a fluffy brush and come in at the apples of my cheeks. My mom taught me when I was younger to put it on your nose a little bit, so that's what I've always done. Just to give my face a little extra color. My favorite part is my highlighter.
You got me losing every breath. What did you give me to make my heart beat out my chest?
Now I'm using double decker lashes. So if you've never applied fake lashes before, the easiest way that I can explain it to you is I like to use the tweezers, and you have to wait and let the glue get tacky for about a minute first before you put it on. If you put it on when it's still too wet, it's not going to stick and it's going to keep popping off and you're going to get really frustrated. Another thing that I learned was to do it while I'm looking down like this into a mirror so that I can place it right on top instead of trying to look straight into a mirror and place it. You don't have good view of what you're doing. So I have my tweezers and I pick it up right at the base and I come in and I place it is in the center first, and then I'll come in and adjust the corners to meet, and I try to keep it as close to my lash line as possible. Bam! Does that really bring it together or what?
In my space, I won't let go again. Got you shackled in my embrace. I'm latching onto you.
And then I like to let them dry for a couple minutes first, and then I'll go back afterwards and do maybe another coat of mascara and pinch them together just to make sure that they are on securely and that they kind of mesh in with my actual eyelashes. I mean, obviously these are fake and everybody knows it, but it makes them look a little more realistic. So while I'm waiting for that, I'll just go in and throw on some lipstick. That's like pinkish, purplish, I don't know. I'm going balls to the walls tonight, so here's the final look. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else that you guys want to see or that you have questions about, or I don't know. This is really awkward, so I don't know.